I am wrong in Dress to Impress. Because today we're going over every single mistake the Dress to Impress players make. From using the wrong items, to not using custom makeup properly, and even not knowing about some crucial hacks that always get you on the podium. We're going to be going over all of them in this video. And whether you're a brand new Dress to Impress player or an OG, I guarantee you some of these you will not know about. Because I only learned about some of these recently, and I started playing Dress to Impress the second week it released. So make sure to keep on watching till the end so you don't miss out on any game-changing hacks. Okay, you guys, we're in my Dress to Impress free play server, and the first mistake that I actually see a ton of Dress to Impress players do is actually all the way over here in Lana's salon. Now, a lot of Dress to Impress players always do their makeup in a rush and kind of just pick whatever seat to do their makeup in. But guys, something that a lot of DTI players don't know is that the makeup chair you pick actually matters, because some makeup chairs actually have darker lighting than others. I think Dress to Impress actually recently fixed this to make it better, but I still always go for the makeup chair over here in this corner, because this one always gives you the best lighting to make your makeup look in. So guys, if all of the chairs are free, make sure to pick this one over here in the corner. It's the best one, trust. Next up though is something that a lot of Dress to Impress players miss while doing their makeup. As you guys can see, if you have custom makeup, you have a ton of different options for eyes, eyebrows, lips, etc. And a ton of players who have the custom makeup game pass think that these are the only options. But something that you might have missed is if you go over here and click the masculine toggle, it gives you a completely new set of custom makeup options, from eyes to lips to eyebrows, and you can actually mix and match these to your feminine makeup options as well. For example, if I'm making a girl face but I wanted some thicker eyebrows, the masculine custom makeup actually has some way better options for it, with a ton of the eyebrows being way more defined. Like, is it just me, or does she look kind of slay with these eyebrows instead of just like random feminine ones? Like, I feel like these ones look so much more defined, and you can literally see every single hair. Like, why are they so detailed? I feel like every single masculine feature in Dress to Impress is so slept on, and this is one of them, you guys. Okay, do not miss this, because it's something that so many Dress to Impress players who have the custom makeup game pass literally miss. And guys, even if you don't have custom makeup, there's also a ton of masculine faces you can use that I don't see many players actually utilize. And you can use these faces on both the feminine and the masculine bodies. So if you want a girl fit to have a slightly more, like, I don't know, mask vibe about it, you can use one of these faces, and some of these are actually so detailed. This is one of my favorite masculine faces just because of like the eyes and the eyebrows. And guys, the cheek contour is lethal, okay? He is mogging. Guys, who has a better jawline? Who is it? Is it me or him? Comment down below who's mogging who, okay? But guys, talking about shading and contouring, that's another thing that a ton of Dress to Impress players miss out on. A ton of DTI players rush to make a face and then just forget to add shading. And guys, shading is so crucial when making DTI faces. As you guys can see right now, this face looks pretty flat, but when I add shading, it makes the face actually look like 3D and so much more realistic and just so much more detailed and defined. And guys, a little extra hack for shading: if you have a darker skin tone on and the shading looks a tiny bit off, you can just go over here to the skin boost and copy the hex code of your skin color and then paste it in when you're shading your makeup and kind of tone it a tiny bit up or down. As you guys can see, it now looks so much more suited to her skin tone. For example, these ones here are crazy, bruh, but when toned down, they can actually create such a beautiful look and just make your face that much better in DTI. And lastly, you guys, something super cool about custom makeup is that you can actually create whole makeup looks without using any eyes. As you guys can see, this is quite a simple look I made, but y'all, this doesn't utilize actually any eyes in the custom makeup section. It literally just uses a ton of different eyeshadow and stuff from like the detail section to make the look just that much better and that much more ethereal. I feel like a ton of people are missing out on this because y'all, when you don't use eyes on your custom makeup look, it makes your outfit look so much more like otherworldly and supernatural. I don't know if that's just me, but I feel like when a custom makeup look is done well without eyes, it eats down. I mean, look at this one I made here. This one is kind of a slay, right guys? Right? I feel like I do definitely need to update my saved makeup slots though, and this is something that a lot of DTI players actually miss out on as well. If you have custom makeup, I strongly suggest you go into a free play server and just save some basic makeup looks that you can use in every round. For example, you guys, whenever I'm running out of time in a round, I literally run to my saved makeup and I just equip one of these faces over here. And these are such lifesavers, you guys. They save me so much time and save me from destroying stress of the timer, because you already know, y'all, I always run out of time, okay? I always have to buy freaking extra time in Dress to Impress. It's insane. But when you have saved makeup, it does make the job a tiny bit easier. And on top of that, you can even equip a skin color with your makeup. So skin color actually isn't that important for in-game. You could just equip one of your saved makeup looks near the end of the round and then toggle on the equip with skin color toggle. And that will mean that it will literally equip with the skin color you made the custom makeup look with, if that makes sense. But guys, you're probably thinking these are super simple mistakes and hacks that a lot of Dress to Impress players know about. But make sure to stay tuned, because the ones coming up I see no one talking about, including some secret items that literally zero Dress to Impress players know about that are a hack for winning every single game. Before we get to the next few crazy hacks though, the next mistakes I literally see every single Dress to Impress player doing. And even though a ton of DTI players know about them, they still do it. Guys, what I'm talking about is using these goddarn socks with these shoes and not using the sock toggle. Y'all, if you wear the shoes and socks like this in Dress to Impress, you death row. Make sure to like the video if you guys have already walked a runway while looking like this, because I know I have, okay, you guys, I am guilty. But what a lot of DTI players have kind of missed or just always forget is, guys, the socks now have a feet toggle, which means that you can toggle the feet on or off if you're wearing something like these sneakers. And then if we go inside the shoe, you can literally see that it actually makes your entire foot disappear, you guys. Like, the foot is gone. And look how crazy it is when I take off the sneakers, bruh. I don't have any feet. And yo, this is actually kind of another hack for if you want to make like a more kind of spooky, scary outfit, or one where you're like missing limbs or something like that. You can actually sneakily use this socks toggle here to make it look like you don't have any feet. And then you're literally floating on the runway, because look, you guys, I'm literally levitating above the floor. I'm crying. But guys, comment a pink heart emoji if you always use the socks in Dress to Impress, because I know a ton of players do. And I low-key forget about them all the time. I feel like I should use them a bit more. But I don't know, I feel like they're just kind of hidden all the way over here at the back, so I always forget about them. Before we move on to the craziest mistakes when wearing Dress to Impress clothing though, I need to warn you guys about the mistakes people make with hair in Dress to Impress. Firstly, you guys, I cannot emphasize this enough. Hair combos are so freaking important, and so many DTI players do not know how to do them correctly. For example, if I equip this hair here, there's actually a toggle to only have the bangs for this hair. And then same with this one. And a ton of DTI players actually don't know about these bangs, because if you look at the actual images of the hair, for some reason, the bangs aren't there. I don't know why Dress to Impress did this. They kind of added this as a secret, I guess, secret bangs. But a ton of DTI players don't know about these bangs, and these are so helpful. Because you'll, once I've equipped these two bangs here, and I think this hair has bangs as well, yes, I then kind of have already like a base for the bangs of my hair. And once I had another hairstyle that doesn't have bangs, just like one like this, for example, and I combine that with other hairs, those initial bangs that I added just add such a cute little look to the hair and make it look so much more detailed. So guys, remember when you're making hair combos, never forget the bangs. I mean, there's literally a bang section all the way over here where you can add as many bangs and edges as you want. For example, adding these here and maybe this fringe over here. Okay, whoa, that's too much, okay, you guys, that's too much. But for example, I know that I overuse these bangs so much in Dress to Impress, and as you guys can see, it just upgrades the hair combo so much. Like, this just looks so much cuter with like the little curls peeking out and the bang on top, compared to just wearing a hairstyle with your forehead completely revealed like this one here. I mean, this one is already super cute, but I just feel like it can be upgraded so much when adding different hairs and different bangs to just add a bit more texture and make the entire look so much more realistic. And that brings me on to another thing, which is kind of similar to the custom makeup tip, is guys, I beg you, go into free play and find some hair combos that you like and then save them. We only recently got like custom save slots for hair, and oh my goodness, I can actually buy a new one right now. Hey! But as you guys can see, I have so many different hairs saved that I can then just equip last minute if I'm running out of time. And as you guys can see, there we go. We have a full hair combo ready to go. I love this one so much, and there's so many other ones I have as well, but I definitely need to make more. For example, this blue one is so cute. I always use this for like ethereal themes. And again, it's just so convenient if you don't have that much time. It just takes out the stress and just makes the whole process of making an outfit way easier. So guys, do not forget about the save slots for the hair, okay? Because these are available for every single player, I'm pretty sure. I think you have to buy some slots to unlock more, but I feel like the first 2 slots or something are free. So y'all, make sure to save your best hair combos. I even made this one for Manol from Cat's Eye. Look how cute. Guys, comment a cat emoji if you miss Manol. We need her back. We need her back. Okay, but enough of me yapping about hairs and Cat's Eye. We need to move on to the crucial part of the mistakes that DTI players make, which is clothing, you guys. Okay. Oh my goodness. Don't even get me started. I see so many Dress to Impress players to this day wearing the same clothing layering and doing the same mistakes again and again, which can be so easily fixed and just upgraded to make the fit so much better and stand out so much more. One common tip I give every single DTI player starting off though is, guys, try to avoid bold colors. It obviously depends the theme, but I feel like bright colors, like for example, if I go all the way to the top of like the color wheel over here and I just put a bright red, as you guys can see, it's a lot, okay? It's a lot. It's very much giving Timu, okay? It's giving, oh my goodness, she's a walking highlighter. Guys, do not forget about the little scroller down here. If you want to make a red outfit, just use the scroller over here and make the red a tiny bit darker. There we go. Much more demure, much more cutesy. And this goes as well for like pastel colors. For example, if I wanted to make this pink, a neon pink like this is kind of crazy. But if we turn it down and we move it more towards the white part of like the color wheel, it just makes the entire fit so much cuter. I feel like a rule of thumb is kind of just try and keep the little heart down in the middle or more near the bottom of the color wheel. I know this is not a color wheel, you guys. I don't know why I'm calling it a wheel. The color rectangle. I don't know. But try and keep it more near the bottom instead of near the top, because this is giving DTI hacker, okay? This is giving disco. But this is giving very cutesy, very pastel colors, okay? She's cute. Again, this obviously depends on the theme, and at the end of the day, your style. I'm not totally gonna dictate what other people's styles should look like. If you like bold colors, that's completely up to you. But I just feel like pastel colors are much more pleasing to the eye, especially in a game like Dress to Impress, and will definitely score you more stars on the runway to rank up quicker. But guys, that was a pretty basic tip. The next few ones are insane, and I see so many DTI players making these mistakes. In a Dress to Impress round, I see so many players reaching for the same items again and again. For example, this corset here has been in game literally since the first update. Since Dress to Impress released, this was here. This was here. And I don't think it's ever had like a proper rework. I think it's probably been changed a bit over the years, but it still looks the exact same. And guys, don't get me wrong, this corset is iconic, okay? It looks great. But there is such an easy way to upgrade it, but so many DTI players just don't talk about. Like, for example, instead of just using the plain corset here, go over here and add on this other corset, then add this one at the top as well, then head over to the dressing rooms, add the ribbon dress if you manage to get it in the DTI Valentine's update, add the magic girl corset and toggle on and off what details you want, and lastly add this skirt over here. Now guys, I know this looks a mess right now, but smash the like button and I'll reveal the finished product in 3, 2, 1, bam. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is such an upgraded version of that basic corset. Are you kidding? Yo, I want you guys to literally tell me down below what looks better, this combo here or the corset there. I don't know if it's just me, but personally, I feel like this combo eats so much more and it's not even that hard to do. And also, unlike the corset over here, this literally looks like a full outfit. Like I could literally go out on the runway with this and I feel like I'd already get on the podium. And what's even cooler about this fit is you can add something like sleeves, for example, to give you even more detail. I love these sleeves so much. I literally abuse them in every single fit I use. But as you guys can see, with the sleeves added on, it looks even cuter. And with a few more accessories, I feel like this would be first place material. And guys, this is one of hundreds of different items that you can upgrade in DTI. I think the key to layering is not to just throw on whatever you see and then try and make it work. It's to try and find different pieces of clothing that look kind of similar to each other and complement each other well, and then color them, pattern them, and add different textures and materials that make it look like a full-on new item. For example, another item that the DTI community absolutely loves is Umoye's dress. Okay, you guys, her dress is absolutely iconic. It's incredible, and it's already so detailed, but sadly over the years it's become more and more overused. So now if you just step out with this on the runway, it's not gonna do much. Okay, you guys, it's not gonna impress that many people because they've already seen something so similar to it. However, literally by just adding 2 more items to this dress, you can upgrade it to something that I never see any DTI players wearing. You're firstly just gonna want to toggle off the sleeves like this, and then head over to the dressing room and equip Pixie's item, and just equip the top. Lastly, equip Ella's skirt over here, and with a bit of coloring magic, you've made the classiest evening dress ever. You guys, the extra details on this dress just make it look so much better than just like the basic original. And it's literally just 2 more items, and low-key, Ella's dress isn't even really needed in this. Low-key just combining Pixie's top as well as Ye's coat gold item makes this dress look so much more elevated just because of these little pearl details. And y'all, if you have VIP, you can upgrade this even more by equipping this dress here and adding on just the chains. If you guys watch my streams or know me as a DTI player, you'll know that I'm obsessed with using these chains in literally every single outfit. I think they just upgrade a look so much and just make it look so much cooler. And again, you can also equip sleeves to this look if you want to make it look even more classy. And look at that, you guys. In just a few steps, I've upgraded this item to make it look like a completely new one. So there are 2 different outfit hacks for you guys to try to just upgrade your outfit so much more. And these apply to so many different things in Dress to Impress, y'all. Just try and fiddle and find toggles that give you like bits of an outfit that you can add on to other pieces of clothing to just make your finished product look that much better to get you on the podium. And guys, this doesn't just go for clothing, it also goes for stuff like shoes. For example, one of my favorite outfit hacks ever to do is to add these shoes here and then to simply just add on the fur set over here. And with that, you guys can make the cutest little snow boots for so many different like winter themes. I literally overuse this hack so much because it's so easy. It's literally just 2 different items, but it makes these super cute moon boots which look like a completely new item in game. And also adding these 2 shoes over here together can give you these super cool boots that again look like a completely new item. So I think my biggest tip is, guys, just experiment, just add on different clothes together, mess around in free play, and see what works for you and what's easy for you to add into your outfit rotation in game. But lastly though, you guys, the biggest hack of them all is item adjustment. Now guys, I know it sends a shiver down my spine as well. Item adjustment is so hard to get right, but when you do get it right, it can be so cool. For example, if I equip this head mic over here and put the X and the Y axis in position to 60 degrees with a 70-degree rotation, it makes a super cool DIY alien antenna that I barely see any Dress to Impress players using. And this is just such a simple item adjustment hack that literally just takes 2 seconds. I feel like a lot of people think item adjustment has to be this massive complicated thing where you need to adjust every single piece of an item to make it work with an outfit. But hacks like this are so simple and add such a cool little like edge to your fit, which definitely gets you those extra voting stars. And another massive item adjustment hack that a ton of people are missing out on is using different headpieces, like for example the Style Showdown headpiece, as wings. Because you guys, if we scale these up to 100 and rotate them to 25 degrees, we get these super cool DIY wings. And guys, this works for so many different headpieces or crowns. For example, I just know the seashell crown is another one that you can make super cool wings with. Like, look at that. I literally just scaled it up and then just rotated it a bit, and it literally looks like I now have like fairy alien like wings. These are so good for different ethereal themes and even themes like supermodel, because you could be like a Victoria's Secret supermodel with your own custom wings that you can make inside Dress to Impress. So guys, do not get scared of item adjustment. I promise it's your friend. Just don't go making full-length feature films that I've seen some of these item adjustment pros making, because they are just insane, okay? I don't know how they do it. Now guys, that's all the tips, tricks, and things that you definitely missed in Dress to Impress that I have for you today, but I can literally already think of so many more off the top of my head. So if you guys want a part 2 to this video with even more tips and tricks for how you can rank up easier in Dress to Impress, leave a star emoji down below and subscribe.